we need to spend a lot of time. I mean, I think we keep appreciating the characters and the story, but I
Mhm.
mean, I'm not really proud to say I don't even know the names of the writers, and I think that's also representing a little
Yeah.
weird part of the industry where people who actually give life to the show aren't ever in the limelight, right?
Right. Like they need to get their due credit, yeah, because
Hey,
they're the
like
ones who
what
made the
kind of
show what it
foresight?
was.
What kind of foresight, man? I mean, uh, they've written this beautiful story that's, I think, gonna give every teenager at that point so much hope. I mean, like I haven't really stayed true to How I Met Your Mother. I mean, I should have kept in touch with. It's like How I Met Your Mother is this amazing friend that I had, and then I think after 2015, I really didn't. I think Big Bang Theory became the new best friend, and now that Big Bang Theory has gone too, I'm just stuck between two very weird places. But I think for a lot of teenagers growing up, who are now adults or who
Mhm.
are almost entering adulthood, I think these shows really give us so much to look forward to because let's face it, deep down, all of these teams have done massive research into what the average life of a person is going to be like. And
Yeah.
we'd hate to admit it, but it's pretty similar. I mean, all of us are going to love and are going to get our hearts broken, and then we'll move on to the next person, and we'll always. So, there is this template of a story, and if we can really understand these shows and hack into them, I think uh, there's a lot of comfort and optimism waiting there because just look at the fact at this part in the show where they say that the love of your life person is worth waiting for. Like
Mhm.
Lily and Marshall have a beautiful, easy relationship, which is pretty rocky at the beginning. I mean, Ted
Yeah.
spends 9 years, and I was reading somewhere there was 208 episodes, six relationship, and 39 women searching for his person.
My
And oof,
God.
that's a story worth telling, right? I mean,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so tough, like during turbulent times, to hold on. I mean, I can personally identify that when you're single, it's sometimes life gets tough and you want to be with somebody just because you don't want to be alone. But at the same time, there's a part of you that's going to keep asking you that is the person the one? And I don't know, for a lot of people, the whole concept of the one or the soulmate is really imagine like it's in their heads. They feel that
Mhm.
it's not really true. And you know what? I don't have an answer for that because I only think we can answer that at the end of our life. I mean, how
And
can I answer for people I haven't met yet?
I would say this, like, what you're saying is really true, and this is the reason why I call Z the Ted Mosby of like
Uh,
our group or our friends like within our friends, because he seems like one of those people who wants to, really look for that love of his life kind of person, and just like have that kind of a relationship that Ted had, and I think that's because he had such a big impact on you, I'm guessing.
yeah, I like we unconsciously get motivated and sort
Yeah.
of emulate people that really connect to us. And I
But
think I
but
see
the
that.
funny thing, here I find is like the love that you were talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
that idea of love. Lily and Marshall
Uh-huh.
like represented that in such an amazing way,
Oh,
and it
true.
was such a heartbreaking thing to see them break up in season two, right?
Oh my God.
Like that was I did not expect that. I did not see that happening at all. Special, and it hurt so much to see like
It
those
does.
two going through such a bad time without each other,
Like
and
it's 100% unfair on Marshall, but at the same time, if you really look at it from Lily's point of view,
yeah.
like she had to do this because sometimes it's weird, right? Like common logic dictates that if you found something that matters the most to you, you have to hold on to it.
Yeah.
But it's so weird. I mean, like at least what they portray with Lily and Marshall, it actually shows that her going away finally gives her the closure that she was meant to stay. And that's such a weird space to be stuck in, right? Just imagine today you're in a relationship and you quit on that relationship because of this idea that you have to pursue something and you can't coexist with the person at that time. And then you go to that thing and you realize, oh, you were wrong. I mean, just imagine that's got to be such a tough place to admit that you were wrong. I think that's great
I think
maturity.
I think it took her. it was really required as well, because it took her
Yeah.
that much time to realize, like, no matter, like, Marshall wouldn't have cared if she wanted to pursue art as a career and wanted to become a bigger
Yeah,
artist,
this
right?
was about something else. It wasn't about her going to art school. It was about, like this fear inside of her that she's only
Yeah.
ever been with one guy. And
Yeah, and yeah, it became much more than that. Like, originally, it started out by, like, her getting persuaded to, like, follow her passion, kind of thing, right?
yeah,
If I'm not wrong, and then
correct.
she was like, yeah, then she was like, she wanted to do that no matter what, because she wanted to kind of experiment and experience new things in her life. But the funny thing was, she at the time, she didn't realize that she could have experienced everything with this person, because she didn't need anyone else to be there with her to, like, she didn't she loved this person that much that there was no way anybody could have taken that place at that time.
Yeah, but
And it took her that much, like, that much time to realize, and that time apart from him to realize that one small fact, right? And I think that's where she realizes a mistake, and she comes back to Marshall. Even though I feel, yes, you were right that it was very unfair towards Marshall that she did that to him, but in the end, like, I think he also has such strong feelings for her that there was no one who could have actually, you know, taken that particular place. He did try, right? Like, we saw, he started going, like, looking for other people. He did go on dates with that crazy girl.
oh my God. And like he kept telling her the joke, how do you fit a pineapple inside this thing? And then she
Yeah,
just has to laugh. I
yeah,
think
that was a very, very funny episode to watch.
oh my God. And then they had those episodes and those crazy eyes. And they're like, what? What's wrong with you, Marshall? Can't you see she has the crazy eyes? And they come back and her apartment's all messed up. And like, I'm just
Yeah.
looking for my keys. And they're like, oh, they're right there.
Also, it was in that episode, I think they made fun of Friends as well. Like, what's the fun of hanging out in a coffee shop?
Oh, yes, yes,
I
yes.
mean, it was kind of a shout out, kind of like in jest of, like, oh, this is what like those guys did, but
Yeah.
we are the new gen, and we stay in the bars and
Wait, how many
party
years
and
apart
stuff.
was Friends and How I Met Your Mother?
So I
Like,
think How I Met Your Mother started around 2005, right?
yeah.
And Friends, I think, had come around in the 90s. It started in the 90s,
And ended,
so
Kabhi? When did it end?
around 2003, 2004, maybe.
Oh, okay. Then that was a not yeah, fair. You could just say that these were just people a decade apart.
Yeah, like, these are genuine different generations, right? Like, that
Different generations. Correct.
those guys dealt with different kind of things. And
Yeah.
the end of Friends was, well, they had all grown up, and, like, their own lives uh, were flourishing, and they were going towards different things, while these guys in 2005 were just starting out. And this was, I think, the 2006 season, where this which is the second season where they spoke up, like, made fun of this specific thing, because this was still, like, earlier in their, like, lives, and where they were just, free and young, and
Correct.
didn't care about things. And that was the different generation between, like, these two particular um, sets of people, I guess. That's the main thing. But yeah, like, I think the relationship between Lily and Marshall generally does represent that love, because that saying as well about, if you love something, you need to let it go, kind of worked out in that, because they needed that time apart to realize, like,
Let me
no.
just personally say I hate that saying. Like it has caused me so much of grief in my own relationships because I know of at least two partners who said, hey, you know what, we have to go and don't worry if you're meant to be, we'll come back. And guess what? They didn't. So it's pretty annoying. I mean, from the school of thought that I come, I'm like, hey, you know what? If you love somebody, you like hold on to them real tight. And if you have like if shit's going down, you work on it. But I think as a generation where again this is a side note from the topic, but I think as a generation where we're kind of growing up to be a very renting economy, for the lack of a better word, like a very renting generation where we're okay with just having something for a short amount of time and then completely okay with the idea of having a new thing for a short amount of time. So I mean, look at back at our parents, right? When they probably wore something that tore off, they would go to a tailor and they would sort of try to repair it.
Hmm.
Let's say, for the lack of a better word, if your shoe had an issue, you would go and try to get it fixed. But now you can
Yeah.
just buy new things. And look at Netflix as an example. All the content that you're watching, you don't own any of that. I mean, you can rewatch it as long as you want for that particular month that you're paying, but
Yeah.
there is no comparison of owning a DVD set of How I Met Your Mother, because no one can take that away from you,
I think
right?
there's something really beautiful about owning like the DVD set as well. Like
Yeah,
just the fact that we could do that at the time. Now I
correct.
think our generation has
We
just
don't,
been used
yeah,
to it
we
now.
don't
Like
spend too much time thinking over that. But I
yeah,
think the idea of letting someone go is actually a representation of the fact that you're gonna do something that you can't ever undo. And I think not a lot of people are prepared for
could
that.
be. I mean,
But I guess it's
you're the one who has more experience in this
no,
matter.
no. I mean, I
I
guess it's
wouldn't.
it's each to their own. But to me,
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty dumb thing. I mean, like, if you're out there and you really really love somebody, like,
fair.
really hold on to them, because guess what? If you let this person go and fall in love with a new person, there's a very good chance that you're gonna have problems with them too,
Yeah.
and then you might have to let them go, and then when do you stop? So I think the conversation that a lot of people need to have with themselves is, uh, do we feel for somebody strong enough to stay in the relationship and fix it, or do we want to let them go? And because I don't think you can really leave anything up to the universe. I think that's
Yeah.
that's a very I don't know, for the lack of a better word, a very defeatist approach, because then you don't have any control over it.
And
Uh,
also with Lillian Marshall, it was a very different thing. It's a show, so you
yeah,
can kind of you're writing that like they are coming back together, but
yeah. So as a
in
writer,
real
you
life,
know,
yeah, in
but
real life
in
you
real
don't
life,
know,
I mean,
you don't know
you're
for
you
sure.
might think that you're writing your own story, but I'm
Yeah,
sure a lot of your story is not up to you.
yeah.
But you can make sure that the parts that are up to you are something that you really process consciously.
So in a way, your alarm in the morning is your theme song. So choose your alarm wisely, guys.
Oh my god, damn.
Like every episode, huh?
Yeah.